say hi to everyone? Okay, you ready? Sit down. Say, hi everyone, welcome to the Famous Mommy. I have no makeup on, so I got hit by a bus. And this is Centea Sunshine, and we are going to be doing this Cooking with Famous Mommy show for you today. Today we are going to be making an acorn squash with oranges. No, not really. Come on! Hi, this is the Famous Mommy and the Famous Dad. The Famous Dad and the Famous Babies. This is Jaya and this is Yana. It's not. So this is a final picture of what we'll be making today. And this version of it is the one with the chicken sausage. And this version of it is the vegan one. Famous Mommy, little Miss Centea Sunshine here is going to be helping me cook today. Are you going to help me cook? Yeah? She's going to help me cook today. And I'll tell you about a little bit about what we're going to make soon. I apologize for my dark circles under my eyes. They look like somebody hit me with a bus. I'm always tired. That's what mommy life is like, especially with two little ones, always tired. We just have to find the right juggle in order to cook, clean, and do all the things that we need to do as mommies. Little Miss Centea Sunshine, what are you going to do? Are you going to stir?
Yeah.
Are you going to stir? Okay, what else are we going to make? Are we going to do zucchinis?
Yeah.
You want to do zucchinis?
Yeah.
Okay, zucchinis sound good to me too. We can do acorn squash with zucchinis and maybe some type of chicken sausage for Papa and some vegan sausage for us? Or do you want chicken? Do you want chicken sausage?
Yeah.
Chicken, oh, she wants chicken sausage. So she's gonna do chicken sausage and I'll do the vegan sausage. Sausages. I don't know why I said that. So silly. So silly we are. All right, so this is the Famous Mommy, Cooking with the Famous Mommy, episode 2. Hey, what do we do next? Can we show them how? We don't want to leave the knife too close to the baby though. Okay, ready? All right, look what we did. We washed our acorn squashes, right? We washed them, right? Do you see a resemblance? They look exactly like mommy's cheeks. Mommy's cheeks. Kids are so cute. What is the look on your face for? Why do you have a pouty face? Why do you have a pouty face? Oh, baby. Oh, are you tired? You hungry? What's going on? We're making dinner right now. Here, mommy's gonna open it. Here, let's watch. Watch how mommy uses it. And I'm left-handed, so better watch out. Mommy has a knife, and you don't want to get in the way of that. This is used for cutting vegetable. All right, let's see here. Come down here. And I've got to get the little cutting board thing that we like to use. It's easy. All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do this thing. Come here. Ready? I'm gonna do it halfway. We're gonna cut it this way for aesthetic reasons. Don't laugh at me. I'm not very good at this part. Let's see. Uh-oh. That's supposed to be more that way. I want to make it about even. These are a little bit hard. Sometimes people like to cook the squash just for a few minutes in the oven in order to soften up the outside. I don't usually do that though. I'm kind of like, just cut it open and go. What are you doing? That's water. Why are you putting your fingers in the water in mommy's coffee water, huh? All right. Okay. It's a lot of work. All right. Now, look how pretty that is. They look like little flowers if you cut them from the right angle. Aren't they beautiful? They're like little sunflowers. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna scoop out the seeds, and then we're going to need some olive oil. So make sure you have your olive oil handy, and that's when I'm gonna let my daughter help me with the olive oil. Hey, we don't play in the stove stuff. What if that was hot? Mommy's told you that before, you know better. Okay. Can help scoop out here. Let me scooch over here. Promise not to touch the stove though. Remember I told you there's dangerous gas that comes out of the stove, and we don't want that. Okay, here, you take the spoon. You're gonna scoop out all these and put them here, because we're gonna cook the seeds later. They make a yummy snack. Here, take out all the seeds, okay? While mommy does the other melon, okay? Okay. Keep them in here, please, so we don't make too much of a mess, okay? Scoop them out. You can do it. cut off my finger on camera. That's hilarious, right? Not really. Please don't root for me to cut off my finger. The law of attraction. Ah! Okay, let's see. I'm probably gonna have chefs watching this laughing at me right now, but this is how this mommy cooks. Alright, let's see. I don't know why this one doesn't want to. This one was one of the ones that you made. We have to put in there. Get through that tough skin. Let's kind of get through that, then it's a lot easier. It would help if I did the dishes first too. There's a lot of dishes today. We're gonna have lots of dishes tonight after dinner for sure. You wanna help me with the dishes too? Good job, Mama, look at you. Good job. This is how you can have your kids help a little bit so they feel important. Make them important in your life. Oh my gosh, I'm having a fight with the acorn squash here. Ugh. Okay, this is getting to be a bit of a pain. All right, let's see. Let's try the other side. And we have action. We did it. Ready? Wow, look, Centea, 2 more flowers. Isn't that beautiful? All right, very cool. Okay, you keep working on that one. Mommy's gonna get another spoon out of here. Can you get Mommy another spoon? Is that a spoon? Can you get Mommy a spoon? Okay, can you hand it to Mommy? Oh, thank you. Okay. Now remember, she's only 2 and she's just having so much fun helping cook. So it's nice to have the kids help you with the creations, even if it's just a little bit of help, you know? It makes them feel super important, and then they want to eat what you make because they helped make it. So it's exciting for them to try things. It's how I get my 2-year-old to try new things. Once we're done scooping out the seeds here, then I'll show you the next step. They're saying hi. You want to do this one still? All right, here, finish that one while Mommy does this one, okay? We gotta hurry because Papa's hungry. We gotta fix dinner for our whole family, right? Thank you. Good job. All right, how about can you get the rest out of this one? There's a few left in this one. I'm gonna get the rest out of this one, okay? Can you get the rest out of that one? All those seeds? No. Look, you can help Mommy take the seeds out. Stop acting like that. You say you're sorry. Say you're sorry, or you're gonna go be with Papa and not help Mommy cook. Okay, thank you. All right, here. We need to get the rest of these seeds out. Look, see, you still have seeds in there. Can you get those out? And then you can help Mommy do the olive oil, okay? You can help Mommy do the olive oil. How about that? Does that sound good? Good job. And you can help Mommy get the seeds out of this. You want to get all that furry stuff out too. So it's like little hairs inside. Most of it is out. It doesn't taste very good either, so it's not really the best part of the squash. Let's see here. Oh, I gotta get that out. Sometimes you just gotta get your clean hands messy. Make sure you washed them before you started cooking though, because cleanliness is very important. What?
Oh no.
Okay, wait, don't touch Mommy with your dirty hands. We gotta clean our hands. Mom wants to keep. Okay, so you want them to relatively look like that before you dust on the olive oil. And we would like to preheat our ovens to 425. So we're gonna do that right now. Preheat, bake, 325. And start, and once that dings, it'll be ready to put them in after we're done dusting them with olive oil.
I just showed you a mom brain in action. I just told you guys to preheat your ovens to 425, and then I turned around and preheated my own oven to 325. I just thought this was pretty funny.
Papa, hurry.
I forgot I just bought this. Oh.
No, mommy.
What happened? Too much stuff over there. We need to still put away some of our groceries from yesterday. That's why that has too much stuff. Okay, let's see here. Use the knife, open this up. Are you singing a song? Well, that's a nice song. Very good, Mama. Okay, parchment paper. Let me put this back. Oh, what happened to our... We still need to find... Oh, we have our baking pan right there. We still have to wash it. Okay. I'm going to rinse it off real quick. So it's clean. Hold on. Just don't, in case we have dogs and doggy hairs on there. We don't want that, right? Are you singing and stuff? This is a very nice song you're doing. All right. Now, dry that off. We're going to line it with parchment paper. We're going to dust these with olive oil, and then we're going to set them up all nice and pretty. I'll show you how in just a minute. Oh, I had a mom moment for a minute. I meant to set the stove to 425. Oh my goodness, I'm so tired. I apologize for that little mistaken thing. Okay, olive oil. And pour about a teaspoon to tablespoon in each one. Let's see. This is the way I do it. If you have like one of those little basting brushes, that's an easier way to do it, but I use a spoon. Sorry, Centea's not joining us. She's a little bit cranky. She bit her cheek, poor girl. And now she is crying with Papa over there. So let's see. We're gonna want to get the oil all around. So I just take the spoon and kind of drizzle it all around this way on the top part where it's exposed, where the flesh is, inside. All right, there's that one. Okay. And here we go. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. Taking the olive oil and making it like all over this part so you can get that yummy flavor, and it cooks really nice and it browns the edges. And if you get any on your skin, it's great for your skin anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, this is 3. We're almost done. Make sure you get all around it. It's okay if it drips on the outside skin too. It's fine. Olive oil tastes great. It's fantastic, everyone. Let's see. All right. Make sure it's all the way inside around. If you want to add a little extra, that's fine. But I think like a teaspoon to a tablespoon is plenty. All right, now that we have it pretty much greased. Oh, look, I got a little on my hands. I rub it in. Boy, instant softener for your skin. That is at least before we have the salt and pepper on it. And I can take a little paper towel, dry it off a little bit, and my hands are nice and soft. Yay! Okay. Now, I love this stuff. Himalayan pink salt, and I like the black pepper grinder. So let's see, put a little bit of salt and pepper on each one. Now, these are going to be face down, so it doesn't matter if it's flat, but if you want it to be more flat when you're doing this, you can cut this part off for serving, but I like to keep it this way. I like to have all of it, you know, so let's just put a little salt, grind a little salt on it. Looks like more that's coming out than it really does taste. Salt to taste, you know, but I like the Himalayan pink salt. It doesn't have as much sodium as the table salt, and it's healthier. It's got all the minerals still left intact. Okay, and then I like to grind some pepper, about like this. So I'm gonna finish these, but I wanna show you what mine look like. You can put a little more pepper, a little less pepper. I like a little more, so I'm gonna dust it with a little bit more. But now you see we have the olive oil and the salt and the pepper. And then what we're going to do is we are going to bake. So we'll be right back. Okay, now what you're gonna do is after you have it dusted with your salt and pepper, you're gonna take your acorn squash and turn it upside down on your parchment paper on your baking sheet. And you want them to be a little bit away from each other, you know, so they don't get stuck together. Look, voila, beautiful, huh? Very pretty. Now it's time to put them in the oven. And I think we're gonna bake them for about 25 to 30 minutes max. So we're gonna check them around 20 minutes just to see how they're cooking, and then put them in for either another 5 or 10 minutes after that. Okay, here we go. Usually the center rack of the oven will work, and we've got about 25 minutes to work with, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I got done with putting the acorn squash into the oven, we're going to roast them at 425 for about 25 to 30 minutes. And I'm going to put my hair up, and we're going to start working on the rest of the recipe. Put my hair. My quick and easy twisty mom bun. Boom, boom, twist, twist. Boom, 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 boom. And around, and around, and around. It may not be the most eye-pleasing, but it's quick and easy and great for cooking and cleaning. Hair. I just broke the hairband. So now what am I going to hold my hair with? Let's come up with something. Let's see what... I have some chopsticks around here. Uh-oh! Oh no, the life of a mom never ends. I'll be back. I gotta take care of my kids. Okay, now, like I was saying before, we're cooking with fire, so hair goes up, hairband. Let's see if this pops off again. Oh, we did it! Quick and easy mom bun. A little hair sticking out, but it's cute, right? Looks like one of those old school air conditioning units. The ones with the little bubble on top that go. That's what it reminds me of. And must apply lips. I got this new lip gloss and it's really yummy. It's called Flawless by Maurice's. It's really yummy. Tastes like vanilla. It just makes me have shiny, nice, soft lips. Okay, that has nothing to do with cooking though, so sorry about that. Cooking with Famous Mommy, back again. Okay, I'm gonna get the stuff out of the fridge and then we're gonna set up here. I'm gonna show you how to prep it, and what you're gonna need right here will be listed in text on the picture, and here we go. All right, now I like to add a little color to our dish. You know, the yellow squash is very nice. And of course, these are always nice. They resemble very large fingers. So we're gonna cut these in like little pieces so we can put them inside of our squash, and we're getting ready to go right now. As soon as I cut these up, we're going to saute them in a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm going to teach you how to make sage butter. Now, if you're vegan, the vegan butter works as well, but it doesn't taste as authentic as when you do it with real butter. I like the spreadable butter with the olive oil and sea salt. It's got a little less fat and it's got the healthy olive oil, and then I get the organic sage. This has just a wonderful flavor. Now remember, if you're a breastfeeding mom though, you need to only use a little bit. You don't want to overdo it on the sage because sage can dry up breast milk. So it's a great recipe with a lot of sage if you're trying to dry up your breast milk. But if you're not, make sure to just lighten up on it. You don't want to use too much. I usually only use like 1 leaf, and it still adds the wonderful flavor of sage. Okay, we're going to cut these up and I'll be right back with you. Okay, you want to watch me cut. I like to cut it in half first. Then I like to half it again, which is quarters, so you quarter it as best as we can. And then I like to just make it like this. You know, may not be the fastest person to cut vegetables, but I do my best. Real mommy, real life, real time, right? Okay, let's see here. We're gonna get through that. That's basically how I'm gonna cut all the squash. I'm gonna do it in little quarter pieces so that we can throw it in the saute pan. Or like I have this wok. I swear, I love this thing. This thing has just been great to me. It cooks everything for me. Okay, now let's see. So I'm gonna finish cutting these. What I like to do with this, I cut the smaller part off and we can use the rest of that later. I like to do this like I do my tomatoes and my onions. Kind of just like cut down like this. Make sure to get your hand out of the way, right? And then cut this way, and then this way. And of course, we're gonna take that little piece out right there. And then you just slice it down here, and it's got already diced. Look at that, how neat that is. Just boom, done. It's so easy, right? That's a great way to cut your tomatoes, your onions. The thing is, you gotta have the right type of knife. And I don't even remember what these are called. I've had them for many, many years, but they're the ones that are like, they're very gently serrated on the ends. They never need to be sharpened. They're wonderful knives. They have stood the test of time. I mean, I've had them for probably, gosh, 15 years and never ever had to replace my knives or anything. They cut everything. Tomatoes, they go right through the skin. I wish I knew what they were called. I would totally put the link below. I'll find out, and actually I will put the link below. That sounds like a plan. All right, so isn't that beautiful? Look at that, beautiful. It's just already cut up for you in little slices, just the way that I showed you. It's amazing. So I'm gonna finish doing this. The timer's going off. It's so our acorn squash is almost done. I'm gonna check that real quick. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see how it's looking in there. My kid likes to get into the drawers and play with all these little things, so sometimes the mittens are hard to find. You can play puppets with your kid if your kid's helping you cook. Like, hello, let's do this. Let's get the acorn squash out of the oven. Yes, yes, we want to get it out before it burns. Okay, let's see how it turned out. Wow, look at that. Whew. Let's turn this over. Oh, perfect. Okay, you see that? It's nice roasted. It does look like it's a little burned on the edges, but it tastes amazing that way. It's not actually burned. It's just golden, crispy. It's just super yummy. So we're gonna let this cool. I think it's done. Okay. We're gonna leave that out to cool just a little bit because you don't want to burn your mouth when you're eating the rest of it. So we're gonna let that cool. And while we're letting that cool, we're gonna saute these with a little bit of olive oil, a little tiny bit of salt and pepper. And then what I like to do for my husband, because he eats meat, is get some like organic chicken sausage links. I love these ones. They're spinach and Gruyere cheese. They're amazing. If you eat meat. If you don't, you can go for a vegan sausage, or you don't even have to have a meat. You can just do, you know, all the veggie. It's really good still. So I'm going to teach you the sage butter. You can make that vegan as well with, like I said, like a vegan butter. And we're going to get started. Give me a second. Okay, now, like I told you, we're just going to saute these for maybe like 5 minutes, just until they get like a little soft and you know, to taste really. If you like your vegetables a little more overcooked, you can do that as well. You use just enough olive oil to coat and a little bit of, more crying in the back. It's hard sometimes as a mommy to cook when you got so many kids running around. Okay, so just enough olive oil to cook it, to cover it. You don't need much more than that. I'm coming, honey, just a second. I got you. And I will be right back. Alright, if you can see, it's starting to get done. Cut it over about medium heat. Just gonna keep doing this, keep on doing it. And then I'm gonna teach you how to make the sage butter. Got a few more minutes for this to cook. And then we're gonna be moving on to the next step. I think it's done. Look at that, yummy, nice little brown, couple brown on the edges, a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, super yummy. All right, what I've done is I've taken some fresh sage leaf. I've taken about 3 leaves and chopped them up really small. We're gonna put that in some butter and we're going to saute it or like cook it under very low heat. Like low. Let's see. To melt the butter first and put in the sage, and then we're gonna keep stirring it, and we're gonna turn it back up to like about a medium heat. We're just gonna keep stirring. You wanna keep stirring it to get that really yummy aroma. You'll smell up your whole kitchen with the sage. It's just wonderful. It's a great flavor. You're gonna do this for about 3 to 4 minutes until the butter browns a little bit. Oh my gosh, I just love sage butter. This is amazing. Like I said, you can use the vegan butter too, but this stays vegetarian for me because I use just the butter and I don't eat the sausage, or I'll do a vegan sausage. You can do those smart dogs, are always wonderful. Okay, I don't really want it to boil too much. Just want to get that nice and brown. Cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes. You don't want to stop stirring it though, because you don't want it to burn. You burn it easily too. That's not good. And usually this is done in a saucepan, but as I don't have one readily available for myself right now, I'm winging it. Real mom, real life, real time. I do it like this. Let's see. Oh, it smells wonderful. It smells delicious. Okay, I'm gonna do this for about 2 more minutes. Now, once you get that nutty flavor of the sage out and the butter's just a little bit brown, I don't know if you can tell in this pan, you can't tell as much, but oh, it just has this nutty aroma and flavor. It's just delicious. Now I took the sausage and just cut it in slices. And we're gonna go over like a medium to high heat, and we're gonna heat these up. Just a touch of olive oil so that they're nice and brown. And I'll be back to show you what they look like. Now, I just wanted to say that the first time I saw a recipe similar to this was in the Live Naturally magazine. So I wanted to give some credit to that. They did like an acorn squash with a sausage and a spinach, but I kind of tweaked it to make it my, make it my own. I like to use any different kinds of vegetables and stuff, and I just like the way that they added the sausage to it, especially since my husband likes that, so that's why I'm doing the sausage today. But the way that I do it, I'll show you my vegetarian style version of it shortly. Now it's time to make our dish. We are going to put some of our yummy veggies in there. Now, if you want it to stay completely vegan, this is what you do. Vegan, I just used the squash, the olive oil, and I used olive oil to cook the veggies. You just put the veggies in there, and there you go. You have your vegan acorn squash with some zucchini and squash inside, and it's just a delicious, healthy vegan meal. Now, if you're not vegan, or like my husband, you can add the yummy sage butter and the sausage. And I'll show you what that looks like. Hey everyone, are you ready? The big reveal! Oh, for the true test. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? I had it a fresh sage leaf just to make it so pretty. It looks like a beautiful winter wonderland right there. And a decorative plate. And you have yourself a beautiful meal. This is for my husband, he'll be eating this right now. See how it tastes. I just love that sage flavor. It just makes the whole dish. It's so yummy. Now, if I wanted to stay vegan, I'd stay away from the sage butter, but you can make a vegan sage butter. Oh, it's just delicious. I hope you all are enjoying my recipe this evening. Again, I got a similar recipe. They have a similar one that was in the Live Naturally little pamphlet that you can find at the grocery stores. That was an excellent version of this recipe. I kind of tweaked it to make it my own because I've been making this recipe for quite some time now. And it's just a great winter, wonderful recipe to make for entertaining or whatever. It's pretty easy. It's not a lot of hands-on, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and then just let it roast in the oven. You're good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think of the taste. It's amazing. All right, talk to you soon. Thank you for watching The Famous Mommy and Cooking with the Famous Mommy episode 2.